Well, so do you want to see a darker version of Home Alone, but still have the comedy aspect? You do? Well, I recommend Mick G's The Babysitter. I never thought I would say this, but Mick G put out something good other than the first 5 seasons of Supernatural. I was actually pleasantly surprised at how much I really enjoyed The Babysitter. I thought it was going to be a stupid movie, and it is. But it's done in a way that is very funny. All the jokes land. Everything's really funny. You can relate to the kid because I'm sure everybody had the hot babysitter. I know I had a hot babysitter. I had a couple hot babysitters. Um, so, um, so yeah, so we all had the hot babysitter that we were attracted to. Sure, all right, so at least a lot for guys. I don't know how it is for girls, because if you have girl babysitters, I don't know. If you have guy babysitters, maybe you have the hot babysitter too. So, but and yeah, it's always been like a question. What does your babysitter do when you go to sleep? Most people think, yeah, it's they invite their boyfriend over, they get drunk, they have a party, something like that. They have a little bit of get together, they make out, something like that. But it's always that question, and but here it's done in a very well way, and I think it was very effective on how they did it. So, everyone was really enjoyable in this movie. Um, I really liked the kid. I thought he was funny. I especially liked the moments where they did this very interesting thing. She decided to do this very interesting thing where occasionally you go inside the kid's head and it would like pop up on the screen. Like where the babysitter kills the guy that you see in the trailer. It like goes up to him and it just, instead of just seeing the shock face on his face, it just goes, what the, because it's with the audience. It's like it's very cleverly with the audience. It's almost as he's in the audience's head, knowing exactly what uh the audience is thinking. Like, it's like, oh my god, what the fuck, the babysitter just killed the dude, the nerdy kid. Oh my god, what the hell. um or like when he's tied up in the chair and he's got the pocket knife, and we know he's got the pocket knife. They don't know he's got the pocket knife, and he's just casually doing that. He's got it cuts to his back, and he pulls out the pocket knife. He's like, pocket the knife, bitches. I'm just like, yes, that's exactly what a 12-year-old would think. It's brilliantly done, brilliantly executed. I really think that Mick G was able to really get into the mind of a 12-year-old. I think it's because McGee actually is a 12-year-old in mindset. So this was the perfect project for him. Um, and I think the deaths were very clever. How all the killers died. I thought that was really funny. How like all of them died. It was great. Um, especially the black guy, uh, who says, "This ain't Home Alone, bitch," and then he dies in a Home Alone trap because he trips on a car and he falls back. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a dark Home Alone. That's cool. Is the vibe I got from the trailer, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised that that is actually what they did. I was like, it's a it's a Home Alone for adults. It's a rated R Home Alone. I like that. I like that idea. I like that concept. Um, and I really, really enjoyed the movie. It's a fun, cheesy little movie to watch at Halloween time. I think I'll watch it regularly on Halloween. I still think because the movie came out on Friday the 13th on Netflix, I think the funniest aspect of the movie is actually where Robbie Amell, who is actually one of my favorite actors, he was the original Firestorm in The Flash, before he died. The character, not Robbie. Um, he did a really good show called The Tomorrow People. He's the cousin of Stephen Amell, so it's really, really enjoyable to see him acting, and he's great. He's really funny, charismatic actor, great dude all around. Um, but he's running, so the kid's up in the tree, and he's going around, and he's doing the Friday the 13th score. He's doing. I'm just like, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Um, so they know when to put the references in. They do a good setup. They build the relationship with the kid. When the kid, you know, spoiler, kills the babysitter. Um, it's a pretty decent scene of his dialogue with her at the end. It's a really decent scene. It's a really decent ending, and I swear it's got one of the best ending lines ever. Like he just turns. He's now a badass. He's let go of all his fears, and one of his biggest fears, what was in the setup part, is that he doesn't want to drive. He's scared of pretty much everything, including driving, because he was going to do a driving lesson with his dad, and they had the car start. He was 10 to, and it's like he didn't do it. So it's like he was explaining statistics of teen drivers that die. I was like, so I love. I hate what they do to this car, but they have this vintage uh, Dodge Charger, and it's tragic what they do to this car, because they do this actually interesting setup to the actual stunt that happens at the movie, because he's got this knife in his electric car, and he's explaining what he's going to do with aerodynamics and things, of how he's going to hit the ramp at a specific angle, do the barrel roll, and have it land in the crash site right at the exact point. And then I didn't really realize they were going to do that in a bigger stunt, in a payoff. I didn't see that. I was like, but as soon as he gets in the car, I'm like, no, this isn't going to work. He's going to hit that ramp and he's just going to go. But now I actually looked up the physics to this, because I was like, okay, I know it's a movie. I know I have to take myself out of reality on this. But I'm like, that heavy, heavy car was able to go up the ramp. Well, two things. One, it is a 1967 Dodge Charger, which can go 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. He was able to he backed it up and then accelerated, and before he hit the ramp, he was at 110 miles per hour. Based on that and the angle he hit the ramp, he actually, in fact, would have been able to get up. Now, the barrel roll is all because of how he hit the ramp. Because he only went up it, his tires, his other side of the tires, are off the ramp. So, and yes, I'm pulling my Mythbusters here for you, so it's very fun. So, and I know a little bit about aerodynamics, very, very little. So he hit the ramp, and he slides up, and since his tires were hanging off the ramp, and he only had 2 tires on the ramp, he would have actually, in fact, flipped when he hit airborne, doing the barrel roll, into the house. So, way to go, McG, for actually doing some actual physics. Points to you. So, is it fun? Absolutely. Is it stupid? Absolutely. But they know it is. It's very self-aware of itself. I really enjoyed it. I think it will be a fun watch every Halloween. I really, or different times during the year. If I got nothing else to watch, I would happily watch this movie. It is a very, very fun, entertaining film. Something to watch with your buddies, at Halloween time. So, I'm going to give The Babysitter an A. So, well, the King Cine signing off, and the next movie I will be reviewing is, going off my list, Tokyo Ghoul, the live-action adaptation of the famous anime that I have seen and I adore. Let's just hope it's not like every other live-action adaptation. Dragon Ball, Avatar, Black Butler, Attack on Titan, Assassination Class. Ooh, this is not gonna look good. But this is not an American one. This is a Japanese produced. A lot of the Japanese produces more faithful, so hopefully this is okay. I really hope so. I'll catch y'all at the Tokyo Ghoul. King Cine, signing off.